once again. How's the previous lesson on the riddle? I had a comment and some of you had it correct, but unfortunately some couldn't get it, but was so close to the answer. So I commend it all for contributing. The correct answer is probability. Good. So today we are going to talk about probability and solve some questions under probability. The first question we have is, an unbiased die and a fair coin are tossed once. Write down the probability of having I, a prime number and a head. I, an even number and a head. I, a score less than 3 and a tail. So we have the table. We are going to write the possible outcomes of it. So this board, we have the possible outcomes when a fair coin and a die are shown once. So our sample space is 12. The number of sample space is what? 12. Now let's come to the question. What is the probability of obtaining a prime number and a head? So we go back to our table. A prime number and a head. What is the event? 1, 2, and 3. So we have So this is the event of obtaining a prime number and a head. Now let's write the probability of it. So it means that the probability of obtaining a prime number and a head is 3/12. We can simplify it to get 1/4. You divide the events of obtaining a prime number and a head by our total sample space. By our total sample space of 12. Even number and a head. So let's look at the events of obtaining an even number. Now we go back to the board. Events of obtaining an even number and a head. So we come to the head column. Those are an even number and a head, 2 and 3. So we have H2 simplify this to get 1 out of 4. So you always divide the event by your total sample space. The last question is, the scores less than 3 and a tail. We come to the tail column. Which of them is less than 3? We have 1 and 2. So the event of obtaining a head less than 3 is so now we come to the probability. Good. So you see, the event of obtaining a tail and less than 3 is T1 and T2, which gives us 2. We now divide it by the total sample space, which is 12, to get our probability of obtaining a tail and less than 3. I believe you have understood probability now. Whenever you are given a probability question involving a type 3 question, so in this case, our question was an unbiased coin and a pair die thrown once. So when a coin is being thrown, we are going to get a head and a tail. And when a die is being thrown, we are also going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now the question that came was, find the probability of obtaining a prime number and a head. And that has been solved for us. A prime number and a head. So we had 1, 2, and 3, which is giving us the sample space. The event of obtaining a prime number and a head was 3. You now divide it by the total sample space to get your probability, and that has been done for us. The second one was the event, the probability of obtaining an even number and a head. So you go back to your table. An even number and a head becomes 1, 2, 3. So the event of obtaining an even number and a head was outlined 82, 84, and 86, which is giving us a total of 3. We now divide it by the total sample space of 12 to get our probability of obtaining an even number and a head. The last question was the probability of obtaining scores less than 3 and a tail. So you go back to your same table. Scores less than 3 and a tail, you have 1 and 2 as your event. So you come back here, event of obtaining a tail and less than 3 becomes T1 and T2. That is 2. Then you divide it by your total sample space of 12 to get your probability as 1 out of 6. Thank you for watching this video with me.